Hello my friends, my name is Gabriel Silva and I speak some languages.
Da italiano.
This is...
Een beetje in
Today I'm going to announce a short challenge. I decided that I will do a challenge for 7 days worth of Swedish. In the next 7 days, I'm just gonna try to learn as much Swedish as possible. However, I'm gonna do the following. I will try to do just about half an hour a day during weekdays, and then on weekends, I'll try to do somewhere between an hour and 2 hours, okay? And why am I restricting the amount of time that I put in? Well, because some people are like, you know what, Gabriel, for your Croatian challenge, you put in a ton of time. I think I put in, I don't know, maybe 30 hours plus, okay, to learn a ton of Croatian in that week. So I want to make it more realistic for, you know, for everybody, because like it's not like everybody has 30 hours to spend. And when I did the Croatian challenge, I had a week off essentially from work. So or I had like a really light workload. This week I'm gonna be pretty busy with work, so you know it's gonna be more realistic for me to do half an hour a day, which I would say that most people would be able to do as well. So I think it will be an interesting challenge because with just these two resources, Duolingo and my private material that I've developed, basically I wrote some content in English. I had a good translator translate that into Swedish, and I have the audio for that as well. That is something that I frequently do whenever I learn a language. However, I'm gonna put more emphasis on Duolingo, okay? Some observations. What I usually do with Duolingo is that I write down the sentences as I learn each sentence on Duolingo. I really like to write it down, and then I select my favorite sentences or the sentences that I find most important, and I review them carefully. Usually I review them with flashcards on paper, and sometimes I use Anki. Okay, so sometimes I use technology, sometimes I just use pen and paper, which I usually prefer because it's a bit more old school. And I like writing things down, you know, it feels like I learn more that way. So Swedish is a language that I've done very minimal dabbling in, okay? So essentially I'm starting from scratch. The very, very little that I know in Swedish comes from, I think 4 lessons of Pimsleur, so 2 hours of Pimsleur. So after 7 days, of course, I will post a video. I will speak some Swedish in it. Hopefully my accent won't be atrocious, and I think it will be interesting to see how far I can really get in 7 days. And remember that my maximum time investment will be around 6.5 hours, maybe around that up to 7 if I do have time on the weekend. And like I always say, try to do the same thing yourself, regardless of your level in the language. I'm gonna be starting Swedish from scratch. If you have already started learning a language, what you can do is that you can actually get started halfway through on Duolingo. So your level doesn't really matter if you're at an intermediate level or at a basic level or advanced. I love these challenges because you get momentum on your side, you get a lot of progress done, and it's just fun. Sometimes it's a bit stressful. I got a bit stressed, I'm not gonna lie, with my last challenge because I memorized all of this in Russian. And quite honestly, I really enjoy this piece. It's the first part of a play that I explained by Pushkin, but it took more effort than I had originally estimated for really memorizing the whole speech and doing a video reciting it. So my friends, wish me luck, and let's see how much I can get done trying to learn as much Swedish as I can, basically in around 7 hours. All right? If you are doing a challenge yourself, write it down here. Or if you'd like suggestions of what kind of a challenge you should do, you can also write it down here. So my friends, if you have enjoyed this video, click on like. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, click on my face to do so. And good luck, my friends, learning a new language.